So for step 9, the differential, well, you can see we've got a number of parts that we need to grab. We've got bevel gears, we've got all these little bevel gears, the tree, and then you've got this ring gear that'll be screwed down to put it all together. So here are all of the pieces. Here are the little MA5 screws, your tree, the ring gear, all the little bevels, etc. So I'll set this up and we'll put this together. So the first thing we're going to do is grab this piece right here and we're going to put this bevel gear in. Now notice that it's showing the grease on the top. Well, there is supposed to be grease on the bottom, and you can refer to this G2, which is showing you grease on the top. So you know that there should be some grease on the bottom as well, because this is going to go directly into the plastic. So I am going to put a bit of grease here. So squeeze some on. And we'll put that, whoops, down there. Keeps wanting to flip over. There we go. So there's the first gear in. Then it's showing you putting some grease on the star gear, which I kind of called it the tree. I kind of still do call it the tree because that's pretty much what it is. It's like attaching everything to this piece, but it's a star shaft. So hold that on that end. There we go. Now what I like to do is I will put the gears onto the shaft, just like this. And then I'll slide this down. Now you notice that there's supposed to be grease on the bottom one, which maybe I will put it here anyway. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do here. What I like to do is we'll take our bevel gears and put them into place. Just like that, so it's in place. But what I'll do is now I will grease it by putting it down and allowing the gears to move around as I grease them. I just find that's easier than trying to grease each gear individually. So, and like I said, I think I'm running out of this tube. But I think we got enough in there. So then we've got this one, so I will grease this on the top. I mean, we've got enough here, but I'll put that in place right there. Just going to wipe my hands off here. And now that that's all done, last thing to do is we grease the top. Just like that. And then we're going to put our ring gear on top of that. So you just need to make sure you've got the notches correct so that they sit just like that. And then we can screw this in. Now, these are the smaller tapping screws, these MA5s. So put that in, and I'm going to use my smaller screwdriver. The other one is just too big for this. So I'm just going to get this going in enough that it's holding. Then I'm going to put the next one in. And the next one. And the last one. So, because they're all in okay, I can start screwing these right down. And you'll know when you're at the end, like that's tight now. So I'll go to the next one. That's tight. Let's go to the next one. And the next one. And that's that. We're in. So there is our differential. Now, the one thing I would suggest doing, and I'm just tightening up just a touch more. But the one thing I would suggest doing at this point, just to make sure that you've put this differential together properly, is you might want to grab your two drive cups. Now, I didn't take these off beforehand. I meant to and didn't. But so I'll still need to clean these up a bit. But I would stick them in on either side and just make sure that the differential is working okay. And I can tell that it is. So, I mean, obviously forward, it's moving both forward and back, no problem. If I grab one end, I can spin it, the other side's fine. Grab this end, spin it, the other side's fine. And there's full free motion back and forth. So I know that the differential has been put together properly and it's ready to go. So I would just suggest grabbing these cups so that you can do the test before moving on to the next step. Anyways, there is our differential. So step 9 is complete. So now we're going to move on to step 10 and do differential unit 1.